Last week, a late night show host talked about presentism. And presentism is defined as this: an uncritical adherence to present day attitudes, especially the tendency to interpret past events in terms of modern values and concepts. So what that means is to project our experience of the now on the past, and to think if people in the past were as enlightened or as woke as we are, they would certainly act differently. And I think this tendency of presentism is dangerous for a couple reasons. One, it doesn't take into context past cultures and cultural contexts, but also it can make us disregard the past, as if the past has nothing to teach us whatsoever. We are the ones that have to enlighten the past rather than learning from the past. And it flies in the face of our wisdom literature that we're going to hear throughout this week and the next week. And we hear different pieces of wisdom literature and different books of wisdom literature in these next 2 weeks. And today we hear from the book of Proverbs. And the book of Proverbs are these little quips, these little one-liner pieces of advice that were written century over century over century and have been compiled together. They're a great reminder to us that a lot of wisdom is handed on from previous generations, people who have journeyed the walk of faith already. Think of phrases like, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, or red at night, sailors delight, red in morning, sailors warning. Those phrases that often came to us from our parents or grandparents, if we don't hold on to them and pass them on to future generations, they'll be lost. And they're important reminders that the past can teach us important lessons for living the present moment today. And if we take presentism to its extreme, it totally disregards even the life of Christ. But instead, we look differently. We as Catholics see the world differently, and we see the past as being able to teach us. And who better to teach us the wisdom of the past than Christ himself, who came in human form and walked among us and shared words of wisdom and example to teach us how to live the present moment.